Good morning. My name is Sarah Roble, and here with me today is Bella Melford. The Civic Action project that Bella and I have worked on this past semester sought to address the real-world problem of marine mammals enduring mistreatment while in contained captivity. Confinement inside bathtub-sized homes results in injury, trauma, and stress. This caliber of stress affects these orcas way more than any marine mammal parks are willing to admit. To solve the real-world problem that Bella and I have just described, the two of us engaged in a number of civic actions. For starters, we conducted some internet research. From this research, we learned that wild orcas can live up to 90 years old when in the wild. While kept in captivity, they barely live past 20 years old. We also learned that most orcas obtain collapsed dorsal fins in captivity. We have also learned that holes are drilled in teeth to prevent from breaking on cages. In addition to this, we have learned that it's likely that these animals suffer more from PTSD than many humans generally, simply because it's impossible for them to make sense of what is happening, escape from it, or alter their conditions. For our second civic action, we wrote an opinion piece for publication. Specifically, we wrote for the LA Times Insider.
Our key phrase from the opinion article which we wrote was, "Regardless of your stance on the entrapment and exploitation of marine mammals, one simple fact can be agreed upon. Living in a bathtub all of your life is no way to live. Such barbaric practices must be stopped." For our third civic action, we wrote a letter to our policymaker. The most reasonable policymaker we could write to was California State Senator Anthony Portantino, who represents the district which we live. We wrote him and asked him to consider proposing a law that would prohibit the construction of any new marine mammal parks in California. In our letter, we explained to Senator Portantino 3 reasons why he should consider to make the law. 1. Animals at marine mammal parks are not fed a proper nutritious diet. 2. Orca seals and dolphins are torn apart from their family pods. 3. These mammals are brutally dominating in the water and often hurt one another.
For our fourth civic action, we conducted a survey. This survey consisted of 2 questions. We took these questions to 25 students, 10 parents, and 5 teachers. For our first question, we had asked, do you think that we should ban any new marine mammal parks from being constructed in California? After we gathered the results, we found that roughly every one of the people we asked agreed with our proposal. For our second question, we asked everyone if they were either a high school student, K-12 teacher, or parent. Of those different people that we asked, still the majority remained, all agreeing with our proposal.
For our fifth civic action, we engaged in a face-to-face interview with Bonnie Hansen and Peter Piccone. Mrs. Hansen said to us, "Yes, I think it is really creepy to keep such large creatures kept in those cages when they belong in the ocean. Even the smaller animals don't belong there. They belong out in the ocean." Mr. Piccone said to us, "To me, putting an orca into a marine mammal park is like locking up another human being. I'm a huge fan of the orca. They are majestic, intelligent, beautiful creatures, and they deserve the freedom which only the ocean can provide." For our sixth civic action, we produced a 1-minute, 30-second PSA that you viewed at the beginning of our presentation. If we had been given more time to work on this project, we would consider doing the following 3 things. 1. Conducting another survey to park goers and staff at marine mammal parks. 2. Gaining support from Greenpeace in order to have them back our proposal to effect change on a wider basis. And 3. Making a presentation to Assemblymember Ed Chow. If you continue to think like Bella and I have, we can all give these mammals a chance for freedom. A freedom which many of us take for granted as just people of this earth. They deserve it just the same.